covered all sorts of topics on our channel here on how to improve your comp results in terms of your dancing. Okay, today, just as important and possibly even more important, friends, we're going to cover some secret opportunities you must take advantage of if you want to win on that comp floor. Okay, so number one, your judging panel. They are biological human beings. They are not robots. They have eyes, they have ears, they have feelings. When there are multiple couples on the floor and everyone's, all things being equal, dancing the same correct, footwork, the right angles, the right sway. Okay, we have a problem, Houston. Everyone pretty much is going to write the same. So at this point, the pleasure they take in observing you dancing on the comp floor is 100% of your results, okay? So this becomes increasingly important as we progress up the ranks, because by the time you're getting to like gold, everyone out there is probably textbook doing things correctly, okay? Now, number one, first impressions are made in the first 7 to 17 seconds you meet someone. No different on the dance floor, friends. Okay, so 55% of that kind of final closing impression you have on someone is actually 100% based in that first 7 to 17 seconds. And guess what, friends? You aren't even dancing in the first 7 to 17 seconds. You're walking onto the floor. And guess what? They are already making judgments. As a matter of fact, I shared with you at the UK Open, walking on the floor, walking off the floor. Weren't even dancing, and judges are furiously writing down couples' numbers. Okay? So for Pete's sake, when you walk out there, have an upright posture and poise and frontal sternum projection. Collect your knees. Make eye contact with your audience, okay? From the second you walk on the floor, you are making your impression on those judges, and they are judging you, guys. Don't look down. Don't swing your arms. Don't look nervously at your partner. Don't look up at the ceiling thinking about your routine. Hey, showmanship time, game on. You're gonna dance your level at that point. Okay, and I do have separate videos on how to do that strong walkout, okay? Now, related to this, smiling. Now, guys, the mere act of smiling, regardless of the interior emotions that you're feeling, will lower your stress and raise your mood, and positively affect the emotions of those around you, okay? You will perform better if you feel better, okay? So you need something. You can benefit from something that's going to counteract all that nervous, fear-based adrenaline we all naturally feel when we walk onto that comp floor, with dopamine, with serotonin, with endorphins. These are all nature's performance-enhancing drugs that your body pumps out when you physically smile, okay? And that will help you not only be marked better, but feel better when you're dancing and dance to your full potential. And don't worry, friends, with time, with exposure therapy over the years in competition, those nerves eventually will get away. But you know what? It does take exposure therapy. And until then, as they say, fake it till you make it, okay? Next, eye contact, okay? Facial expression, and I've done some separate videos on facial expression, and I've got another good one coming up for you. But are you emoting fear, surprise because you did your routine wrong? Can't even tell you how many times I've seen that one. Anger, seen that one too on the comp floor when you're mad, your partner made a mistake. Well, guess what? You're not perfect either. So, what are we playing up to here? People's innate desire to surround themselves with others who bring them up. We are social animals. We are going to be naturally attracted to someone who makes us happy, who they exude confidence. We want that person to be the chief of the pack, right? Someone looking down, someone looking ashamed with their overall countenance, someone expressing shock or fear. Who wants to follow that person? I didn't want to look at them. They're probably not headed on the right track. Those judges are going to make some real negative assumptions about you guys. And likewise, they're going to make some amazing, beautiful, positive assumptions about you. If you play upon those things that have absolutely nothing to do with dancing, cumulatively we call them showmanship, but I'm kind of breaking down this stuff for you to give you, steps of the ladder, do A, B, C, D, to get those extra marks that you deserve, okay? We want to be given our best shot at winning. Okay, so 0 ugly facial expression. I don't care how badly you crash and burn. We have a joyful expression on our face. And that way we don't telegraph to the judges something even went wrong. Okay? Because the odds are that they're staring at you and looking and even notice that something went wrong. But because we're human beings, we are keyed into your facial expression. If you suddenly go, they're going to key into that. And all they're going to think is, well, something went haywire, even if I missed it, and they're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt going forward. Okay, next up, beauty comes in all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all forms, but we all recognize hygiene, curated grooming, clean shaven, haircut, painted nails. This telegraphs to the judges that you are there to win, not there to participate, okay? And so we need to be pleasing to look at. And again, that actually has very little to do with my, God or Mother Nature gave you. It has to do with grooming, okay? Next up, the top line is often more visible than the footwork. So you want to be pleasing to look at. And as human beings, symmetry across the board is generally found to be beautiful, whether that's in your face or your movement, okay? And so there are very little exceptions in dancing where we would have a broken sway or kind of a, it's hard to show from here, but kind of a topsy-turvy top line, right? Maybe a triple chassé and quick step. I mean, it is really quite rare. So I want you to go around the dance floor on that comp day and pretend that the Mona Lisa is hanging on your back. Whether it's lead or follow doesn't matter, okay? Or on my front. In this case, I'm going to show you in the front because I'm talking to the camera, but likewise my back, okay? So if you're in the Louvre and you walk by the Mona Lisa, this like world famous painting, and it's cattywampus, your OCD side's immediately kicking in like, let me fix that thing, okay? So even if your footwork and your baseline's cattywampus, for Pete's sake, ladies got those bright colors on the top, make the most of hanging your Mona Lisa straight across. So as lady, Mona Lisa's never crooked, okay? For lead, Mona Lisa, never crooked. Okay? So hang that Mona Lisa straight. You will play into people's biological, what they're going to feel is beautiful, okay? Okay, related to this, you do want to be seen on the floor. Sometimes that's half the battle. This is why sometimes we see those egregiously colored fluorescent costumes, right? It's not because I would ever in a million years walk down the street wearing a fluorescent light green. But on the comp floor, it plays well. I do want to be seen. And so this visual element is definitely part of that. If I am going hunting and I don't want to be like shot by another hunter, I want to be seen, I'm going to wear, that fluorescent bright yellow or orange, hunting jacket because I want to be seen. No different on the comp floor. I do recommend avoiding earth tones like browns, olive greens. Tan can be very nice, but it better be covered in a lot of money worth of stones in that case. That can look nice. And so don't necessarily go with, well, I should wear earth tones because, my color base. Doesn't matter what you look like this close up, guys. You're being judged from way back here and you want to be seen against all those other couples, okay? And finally, your closing impression. So that is second in importance only to your opening, your first impression, okay? So you want to play those same cards that you used walking on the floor, use those cards off the floor. So it's so tempting, and get it. Trust me, I have been there, friends. When I'm finished dancing, I have given 102% at least. I am exhausted. I'm sweaty. I just want to go and walk off that floor. But friends, do not do it. You walk out with just as much poise and posture and showmanship. And man, I'm ready. I would do another round right now if you let me. On the floor, big old smile. Eye contact with your audience as you did the second you walked on that floor, because that's when those closing assessments are being made, okay? Now, these days when we have the marks that are put in by the iPad, they have already made their marks, but you know what? Most of us are going to dance more rounds, and that showmanship and I'll say athletic look, that confidence, that joy is going to translate into your marks and that next heat that you're on the floor. Okay. Now these strategies alone are not going to win it for you. Obviously you need to back it up with the dancing, but guarantee they're not only not going to hurt you, they're going to improve your marks. Okay, guys. And when you're competing, you got to play every card that you can, especially when you get to those higher levels. So I suspect that's going to be helpful for you. I sure hope it is. And hey, friends, if you have other suggestions on how to place well on the floor that has diddly squat to do with the dancing, we would love to hear your opinions and experiences as well, because I'm always trying to cram 10 hours worth of information into a 10-minute video. So thanks so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you first thing again tomorrow morning with some more hot ballroom dance tea. Okay, again, friends, thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day. Toodles.